Missing the party. Come on.
Greetings, tribe, and welcome to Snackin with Ortega. I'm your host of extraordinary magnitude, Ortega LaTrobe, and today we're doing jalapeno meatloaf. Folks, if you like what we're doing and you want to keep seeing more of our bitchin' content, the best thing you can do, share with your friends, drop a comment, give us a like, and of course, subscribe. One thing I love about meatloaf is its complete versatility. You can make it about any way you want, just depending on the ingredients you use, and here's what we're putting in ours today. Got some ground beef and ground pork, onion, red bell pepper, fresh jalapeno pepper, pickled jalapeno pepper, shredded carrot, couple eggs, horseradish, minced garlic, some of the jalapeno brine, a little Worcestershire sauce, some salt, black pepper, and some ground white pepper. For the meatloaf glaze, we're using our standard ketchup base, but we're using a bunch of chipotle powder and a little brown sugar in there as well. Let's get started. Get yourself a pan over medium-high heat, hit it with a little oil. We're gonna toss in our onions, a red bell, and a fresh jalapeno. Our veggies are good. We're gonna remove these from the heat. Take the peppers and onions over here to our bowl. And set it aside. Took those veggies, set them in the fridge. We're gonna let them rest in there for 10 or 15 minutes just to cool down a little bit. We're gonna be using those eggs in our meat mix, and we don't want those veggies to cook it as we add it in. Now, preheat your oven to 350. Take your bowl of meat, add in your breadcrumbs, add in your pickled jalapeno, shredded carrot, the jalapeno brine, your Worcestershire sauce, shisha sauce, minced garlic, and a little nip of horseradish. Egg 1. Egg 2. Take our peppers and onions. Now we're gonna mix this by hand and get a nice, lovely meatloaf mix. Get the pieces all skidded together, nice and nice. Once you get them in that pan, they get in the oven, start warming up each other. A little osmosis going on, and everything will be all right. Meatloaf mix is ready. Time to go to that pan. Take your loaf pan, make sure to give it a nice little coat of grease, oil, what have you on the inside, just to keep things from sticking. Now, take your meat mix and get it to the loaf pan. Now, just gonna hit it with that glaze and pop it in the oven. It's so pretty. Well, into the oven, 350 for about 45 minutes. See you back here in a little while for a good bite. We're back. Let's pull out that loaf. And there's our luscious loaf. Got a nice little char on the top where the sugars have caramelized. We're just gonna let this guy sit for about 10-15 minutes. Everything will tighten up, juices settle back into it, osmosis finish off. Then we'll come back, grab a slab, and get a good bite. And there's our luscious loaf. Only thing left to do now is get that good bite. Sure you get some of that glaze in there. Glad I got that corner piece, get a little bit of that crust. Oh man, look. But you can see the carrot and the jalapeno in there. Whoa! Save. Oh man, that's good. That might be the best meatloaf I've ever made. Oh, it's fantastic. It's not super hot. You just get the good flavor of the jalapeno, and it mixes well with the red pepper. They get a little bit of the sweet of the carrot. That glaze is awesome. You get a bite of that chipotle, but with the sweet. Oh man, I did pretty goddamn good. I don't know how many of you know this, but most of the recipes I make on here, like 90-95%, I've never actually made prior to doing them here on camera. So I'm learning as you're learning, and you're watching as I'm watching myself learn. You're watching me learn. We're learning. This is a top notch. What that really needs is some horseradish mashed potatoes and a nice good gravy with a little bit of jalapeno mixed into it. You know, I haven't got nothing left to do for the next few minutes except eat this meatloaf, so maybe I'll make those accoutrements for it. I'd like to thank you all for stopping by the Hacienda and spending your time with us here this evening. This has been Jalapeno Meatloaf. I've been Ortega LaTrobe, and you've been snacking with Ortega.
I'll just give it a minute. It'll sink in.
Greetings, tribe, and welcome to Snackin' with Ortega. I'm your host of Extra... Ooh, that fell over.